Rolling, yeah.
Okay, it is rolling.
All right. This is Matthew Szymanski, and you wanted to hear my voice, so I'm talking. Hey, where's the camera? I mean, where's the speakers?
I don't know. You should probably just keep talking.
I'm just gonna keep talking. I'm not sure where the speakers are, but you said you love my voice, so I'm just gonna tell you a little story. Once there was a little boy, and his name was Matthew Szymanski. We had the same name. I know. It's awesome. Anyways, this little boy, he wasn't the cleverest of all fellows. And in fact, I don't know where I'm going with this story. But anyways, these bullies were picking on this little boy, Matthew. And he wasn't very clever, so he didn't know how to escape from them, right? And yeah, this is how the story goes. Help me with it.
Okay.
So these boys are picking on this not very clever fellow, Matthew.
Yeah.
And he's running away from them, and then he runs into this guy named Blake. And Blake, he was a really clever fellow. And he was like, hey,
thank you.
I'll help you get rid of these bullies.
All right.
And so they devised this trap in the middle of the forest. And so the next day the bullies were picking on little Matthew. He just ran towards the trap that Blake devised for him.
Yep.
And whenever they hit the square, little boy Matthew yells, now! And then little Blake, what did Blake do? What was the trap, Blake?
Well, Blake, you see,
Yeah?
he pulled a lever
Blake pulled a lever.
which released a caged dragon.
Ooh, the
See,
caged
the
dragon.
caged dragon.
Okay, I like where the
Blue
story's
Fiddler's
going.
Law. And then, we'll see, here's how it went.
Okay.
The dragon,
The dragon
he trampled all over them,
trampled.
and then we flew away into the sky, the night sky on the top of the dragon.
That's the most magical and greatest story I've ever heard in my life. And that was the story of little Matthew Szymanski and Blake and their escape
I'm
from
not
the
as good as
bullies.
Poppy at telling stories.
And
you
yeah,
can tell.
whatever. How do you turn it off?
No, we don't turn it off. We got another story.
What?
We got another story, so we can tell.
Okay, we got great stories. Wait,
More
is it
stories.
still rolling?
Yeah, we're still
Okay, we're still rolling.
All right,
28 minutes?
whoa,
Wow,
all
this
right.
camera's not impressive. I got like 13 seconds on
Oh,
mine.
jeez, all right. Gotta keep going.
All right, now we're going to put in a story with everyone around here. This is
up?
everyone around here.
All right.
We're going to make a story.
Let's tell the story of how Erica
It's
met
called
Blake.
How Erica Met Blake. It was a dark and stormy night.
Very dark. Full moon, in fact.
This is the night Blake was conceived, actually.
Oh, jeez.
9 months later, a little boy was born named Blake Jezioro.
Like Michael says.
Blake Michael Jezioro. And then sometime later, Erica Poe was born.
A little bit later.
Right, and they were actually born in the same hospital. And there's still a connection at that hospital between them two. Somehow, a year later, there's some kind of unseeable string force connecting them. And they knew that they were destined.
Like a lightning
They were
bolt star.
destined, yes,
Yeah, like
to
anything
meet
like that.
again in their later years. But the years went by. Blake grew up to be the amazingly handsome and beautiful man that he is today. And Erica grew up just pretty much to be Erica.
Whatever that is.
And when was the first time you guys met?
Well,
Now we're going to describe the
It would've
first time they
been-
met.
would have been last year.
Last year,
Camp Ola.
Corey was
The
there.
magical place of Camp Ola.
This guy was there.
Oh.
These two girls were there.
Eric was there.
Eric right there, he was there.
We'll see. Here's
He
how it
was
went, Matthew.
there.
Me and Matthew.
And Raph and Jerry and Megan were there.
Alright, here's how it went. Me and Matthew
Yeah.
were playing Foursquare.
So Blake and I were playing Foursquare.
Dominated, of course.
And we were playing Three Dodge. And Three Dodge is a game that we made up where we just peg everyone in a Foursquare court. And one day we were playing Three Dodge, and I set Blake up, and he just
perfect.
powered it because he was on steroids. He was on steroids.
Yeah. No,
and
no
it just
steroids.
knocked
come on,
knocked Erica Poe off of her feet.
Right in the
She
face.
fell down. Her nose was bleeding.
Glasses
Blood
broken.
was everywhere. Glasses were shattered. It was the most tragic Foursquare incident that ever
And I
occurred in
felt
the history.
terrible. And you know, it was
In
one
the
of
history. We were on the ground laughing, and she was on the ground bleeding to death and drowning in her own pool of blood.
Here comes Amanda.
This guy was here. He can prove it. Say yeah.
Yeah.
Proof. Proof
We
right
didn't
there.
move
She
her
was
because
there.
we knew-
She saw the whole thing. Saw the whole thing. It was
We didn't want to move her because of her head injury. We didn't want to move her.
We
'cause
did
that
not
would've
move
been
her
bad.
because she had a head injury, she had a neck injury.
We learned that training week, never to move
We learned a
people.
training week not to move the people. But she was drowning in her own blood,
Oh,
so we
geez.
kind of tipped her over so her
Yeah.
mouth wasn't, drowning in her own blood. Anyways, we finally got the stretcher out, We got her up on it. The helicopter came, flew in, landed on the
life, basically.
yeah,
I mean, yeah.
landed on the
Oh
basketball
God, that
court.
was amazing.
Saved her life. Blake actually gave her mouth to mouth.
Yeah.
It was the most beautiful
First
thing.
time we
There's
kissed.
sparks flying everywhere. It was the first kiss, really. And then she woke up, and Erica was like, "What'd you say, Erica?" She said, "Blake Jesioro's." You're my hero. That's what she said.
And she said,
She said, I hate you,
It was your fault.
but you also saved my life. So I'm not going to hate you for too long, but I do hate you right now.
And she missed her whole week at camp.
And then she had to go home on the helicopter. No, she came back the next day actually. And she was completely cured. She had no scars. Her eyes were fine, and her nose was fine. So it was an incredible story. See, look at her. Look at her now.
She doesn't have to wear glasses anymore.
She doesn't. Those are actually fake.
It actually
Yeah,
just cured her eyes. Like,
It cured her eye disabilities, so she's not blind anymore. She's legally blind, actually. But now she's fine. See, look at her.
Yeah, that's perfect.
Beautiful.
What's that sign say
Beautiful.
over there? Pool chemicals. Exactly.
Full chemicals. Yes.
All right, good.
And that's the story of how Erica Poe and
Oh, yeah,
Blake met.
Pretty much. That's about it.
Are we done?
No, wait, hold on.
Are we done?
That was the second time we met.
And then the second time, we're done, Blake.
No.
Okay, we're not done. Second time they met,
I was playing Guitar Hero.
we were playing Guitar Hero.
I was dominating Matt House
Dominating my house, of
by
course.
about 150,000 points, around there.
At least.
The meter was about to break around the screen. It got around like 3 or 4 times.
Good lord.
I know. Not even supposed to happen.
That's amazing. That's Guitar Hero.
Own it.
That's the hero of Guitar Hero. Really, that's Guitar God. That's what that's called.
Yeah, gosh. Well then, Erica was like, how do you play this game? I've never played this before. You look pretty good. So I let her play Matthew because, he's alright, but he's no Blake.
I'm okay.
He's no
I'm
Blake.
not the god like Blake, but so Eric and I played each other while
I helped
Blake
her out. I
taught.
taught her.
Blake
That's
taught. Right.
See, here's what happened though.
Yeah. Hold on.
She makes her own
Uh-oh.
song.
Uh-oh, it's time to go. What? What?
I'm busy telling a story.
Okay, we're still going.
Yeah. Okay.
What?
Here's how it worked out.
Okay.
She was playing you. Well, I was teaching her, of course. And
course.
then all of a sudden, there's a producer coming by. He was
Ooh, a producer?
Yeah, like a big song producer guy.
Okay.
Here's how it went. See,
Okay.
You heard all the
Okay.
little clanks and nick. Like all those little clanks that you make in a guitar. And he was like, wow, that's amazing. So she got a job making those clanks and
What?
making perfect songs.
Look out.
So she became rich off the Guitar Hero. There you go.
That
Even though
was
she wasn't very good at
an
it.
incredible story.
I know.
So she became rich off Guitar Hero,
Yeah.
even though she never even hit a single note, and the song ended
With all the
right when
clanks,
she began
and
it.
then He just gave her a guitar and she'd record him a song.
Yes, Jerry.
You realize that all of your video is going to be sideways, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
I've been spinning
What
it all
about a story
around.
about how Erica met?
Most of it's
What's
not.
his name? I forgot.
This is Jerry Fan.
Jerry.
Joey.
Yeah. How Erica met Jerry.
What? All right.
You might take away.
We're done with the filming. How do you turn it off?
No, we have to tell the story about
Oh,
Erica met Jerry.
we're done.
No.